shy away from telling and sharing your story with people, for the one person that will be affected positively is well worth the moment. My mom was among his children that were never sent to school. Yet I saw her become a great businesswoman growing up as a little boy in Banjul, added to her role in being a full-time housewife. In addition to your formal education, learning the right skills and getting well equipped in a particular trade can make you stand out and become an independent person. We want you to be strong. We want you to be patient. Above all, we want you to keep focus, for the future of the Gambia lies in the hands of you.
If we have more people like Mr. Dabo in Gambia, Gambia will be a better place. Everybody in society has a role to play.
Fusion Development Foundation, under the leadership of Mr. Mamadou Dabo, donated 10 brand new computers, 10 brand new latest computers to the Gambia College. And on top of that, he also gave $100,000 to the Gambia College.
So that most of the Gambians should emulate from him, that if everybody can do what he is doing, I don't think that we will have poor people in this world.
It always gives me joy to be back, and then it brings back memories. I mean, as a young man, having spent a good part of my life within this institution, a place that I so much cherish, a place that I so much value and appreciate, and I feel quite connected. And being within its environs, it gives me a high sense of belonging. So being back today is a moment that feels quite nostalgic. We had teachers who were so passionate about the profession of teaching. Now it's more like a money-making mechanism. From the side of the students, probably the lack of a sense of direction. I mean, for the young ones, not getting enough reference points, not getting enough role models to be able to get them engaged in dialogue sessions, taking them through their journeys, I mean, the challenges that they face. And again, these children thinking the world is a bed of roses. I mean, people just go to bed and then get up and things do happen for them. Tell them it just didn't happen overnight. I went through XYZ before getting there. This is what I faced, but I never gave up, I never gave in. I had always believed it will happen. If it's happened for X, it can happen for Y. I mean, it just takes passion and determination and confidence to be able to get what you want out of life. Yeah, this is it. A whole lot of dimension to look into when you talk about the post standards in our schools today. One may not get it all right, but then again, you cannot get it all wrong as well with the factors that you've voiced out. I mean, it was the point we used to communicate with probably parents, or in terms of emergencies, you either call your parents at home, that's if you had a landline at home, if you have a landline at home, or then probably use it to call someone if need arises. Well, it's always when the need arises. There were other people that we completely labeled phone boys or phone girls, because they'll be here. It was just a 50 platoon to be able to make a call, you know, and then people used it to, you know, to a good extent. My first class when I enrolled at Gambia High School, I mean grade 7 of the Gambia middle school we used to call it, straight from primary school. I wouldn't say that was the perfect spot, but then somewhere here was where I sat coming in as a new student. And I still remember my sitting partner. It was done in a way wherein we had a girl sitting next to her a guy, and my sitting partner was my friend and classmate from primary school. Imagine coming from your former school and then coming to a new school actually, and then me meeting a good number of pupils from all the schools we had. We had a good time in this school. Yeah, I remember Letitia's mum was someone who's inspired us, and then she used to be a news presenter at the Gambia, at the Radio Gambia, where we call Gambia Radio and Television Services. And we would be gathered around the radio back then in the 90s, and listening to 6 o'clock news. She presented the news, and our voice would go at the end. Start of it, she'll be, "This is the 6 o'clock news brought to you by Christiana Thomas." So all of us wanted to talk like Christiana Thomas. It doesn't matter whether you're a boy or a girl. I mean, she was one person that really, inspired a lot of people into becoming good readers. It was a class of about 42 pupils, and a great experience we had.
If we have more people like Mr. Dabo in Gambia, Gambia will be a better place. Everybody in society has a role to play.
Vision Development Foundation, under the leadership of Mr. Dabo, donated 10 brand new computers, 10 brand new latest computers to the Gambia College. And on top of that, he also gave $100,000 to the Gambia College.
So that most of the Gambians should emulate from him, that if everybody can do what he is doing, I don't think that we will have poor people in this world.
It's always good to be back at your former school. It brings back memories of all those years of struggles and hard work. This used to be a school library, well equipped back then. I don't know what the state is as of now, but goodness, probably some of the books that I've used as a young man are still in existence. But we had fun, coming to the library, and we knew you could always gain access to resource packs, newspapers, the latest publications of journals and in other textbooks and reading material. And that one right here, don't know when it started being a library, but that used to be a reading room. It was more like an annex to the library. Back then you could see the library, the interior of the library from sitting here. It looks like it's been marked to become a single room altogether, but it was purposely for reading. And I remember during end of term exams, you've got to be here as early as 8 o'clock to be able to find space. So when we came here in 1994, the price attached to sachet of Iceman was 75 bututs, and we had that was the vending point. We had a good number of vendors, sandwich joints and all of that. That used to be the school canteen. It was run by the business club, a club that I was very much instrumental in running, being its club president between 1999.